We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Hit it.
51 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, Cecil. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Check 13. Go out. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yo, go. Go, 5.
First and 10, Stick. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the slant. Undercrunch. Check 43.
Yep. Two.
They'll try the left side. Cecil. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready, break.
51 to Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Check 24. Check 24.
Rock it. Hey, Delta.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Get it.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Now.
From the 30 on second down. Stick. Catch is made by Harry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Ready. 60 or. Slam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert flat. Check 9. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Jim. You got tight right there.
They'll try the left side. Cecil, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Yeah, be trip.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Watch twins. Switch. Kill.
Hey, lock it. Now.
They'll run on first down. Cecil, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51, Mike.
Five.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch, look at me. Go. Hey, echo. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
Slant. He's crashing. He's checking crowd.
Hey! Shoot!
On first down, Cecil. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down now, Cecil. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. New England on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's coming. Double up.
Hard.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
180. Watching you find.
Hey, pick your game.
Regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 20.
Check 55 to Mike. 3 buzz.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 51.
Hey, Haywood.
Shit.
Look, squeeze. Right up.
They'll throw on second down his stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Mike 51. Mike. Hey. Mike 7. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Slant. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Leo.
Now stick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. All that, baby, all that. Hey, exit. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the 44, stiff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. 10 logo. Got one. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 3. Alert. There. Bravo. 52, Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Cecil. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Dude.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Don't get nervous. Check, check. Lucky, Mitch.
They'll run on first down. Cecil. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cecil, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
51's the ball. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check. Check 3. Check 3. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
On first down, Cecil. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
It's just number West.
Five.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And some space here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
180. Run.
Got to do better.
Topper.
Now Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check three.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Mayfield, Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, switch gears. Roll out. Small. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm yep.
Stick looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24.
Back to the man. Now. So don't say nothing. Patch it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24.
Check nickel. Switch. Go. Hey, Delta. 52. Yes. Mike 52, Hey, lock it. Blue draw Corkers. Fire.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go. Look at me. Go, go.
Stick back to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sam up. Hard, hard. Hey, get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stick. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. 3rd down here. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been all around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, let's go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get your swerve up. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I know he ain't got it. Go. Motion. Go. Mike. Go.
On 4th down, here's Stick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was looking for Landry that time.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh. I got it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Check 43. Look. Squeeze. Hey, Haywood. Check 24. Showing it. Check. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to run now. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Set, 180. You don't want none, baby. Hey, hurry.
Following the interception. reception, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football.